what's going on, Pixel Nation? This is Meow Please, and I'm bringing you guys a new MeOwGuNz episode. This episode 2, the highest rated comment from last week's episode was from Super Funny Cousins. He asked, he wrote AK74M, good but underused. So, first off, what I have to say is that I hate this gun. So my opinions are going to be pretty biased on these weapons, but no, not really. I'm going to be honest about it. It is a good weapon at a distance, like across the map or from medium to long range. Medium to long range is an awesome weapon. I was dropping people relatively quickly. The rate of fire is, I think it's, besides the Scar L and leaving the G3 and the AN94 out of this, it is the lowest RPM. That's 650. The only thing lower than it is the Scar L, but I think, the recoil is higher on the AK74M than the Scar L, and I just found I had a lot of difficulty getting the footage for this gun because it was a gun that I rarely use, and it was funny going back at this because I found myself relearning some of the things that I had forgotten in Battlefield, and it was difficult. I tried it. Okay, first off, I tried it with many different attachments. I tried it with the foregrip flash suppressor. I tried it with just the flash suppressor. I tried it with the suppressor. I tried it with the laser sight. I tried it with the foregrip heavy barrel, underslung heavy barrel, and then finally I came to the bipod heavy barrel attachments, and I felt that I had most control over it, most stability, and I felt most comfortable using it. It's not about what the stats say, right, guys? It's more about how you feel using the weapon itself. But this is the setup that I actually really enjoyed using, and when I learned how to adapt my playstyle to just like hanging back, keeping my distance from enemies, and really taking them out from far, that's when things started clicking with me. But I did have a few close encounters, as you guys can see in this video, that I just hip fired, because honestly, I would say 60% of the time, maybe 70% of the time, I would come in contact up close with someone. Unless I got the first shot off, it didn't go too well. I'd always lose. I get shot down in a second, especially on this footage. This was a whole straight game, 1,000 ticket Karg Island, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stay on this server until the end, whether we win or lose, and I'm just gonna practice and get this weapon down right. And I did. I ended up getting it. I was insane towards the end of it. I still haven't played Battlefield 3 since I did this last match. It was too much. I felt absolutely retarded afterwards, and I was like, as soon as the match ended, I couldn't believe I did that. But anyways, this weapon, a lot of people are probably going to argue with me. I already have a buddy. I told him that I had to review this, not review it, but I had to use this weapon for my MeOwGuNz episode, and he was like, oh, sweet. I'm like, no, not really, oh, sweet. This is the worst weapon in the game. I absolutely hated it, and after doing this, I don't think I'm ever going to like revisit that. I feel like the Scar L completely knocks this weapon out of the water because it just feels so much more reliable. It's more accurate. It feels more accurate, and the recoil from the stats I looked after are a lot. It's not a lot less, but the top recoil is 0.2 on the Scar L and 0.28 on the AK74, and then I think the left recoil, horizontal left side is only. I think it's the same, yeah, and the right is a bit higher on the AK74M, but. Yeah, I'm also not a big fan of slow rate of fire weapons, since actually all of the assault rifles, they do the same exact damage up front and far back too, except for the G3. The G3 is the only exception there. So why use? This is the way I'm thinking of it. Why use such a slow firing weapon with a pretty high recoil compared to something like the AK? Has a high recoil, but that rate of fire is ridiculous on it, right? Or the M16, where it's just such a stable gun, and many people are calling that OP, but I just find it's an amazing gun. It's a try-hard gun, right? You know, someone's using M16, they're either they're trying hard. I remember once I got in a server with level cap, and it was before I was like a bit known in the YouTube world, and I was like, oh my god, level cap's in here. I immediately switched to the AEK because that gun too is starting to become very popular, especially in the competitive play. I've played a couple 4v4s already, and I always find myself turning turning to the AK or M16. As you see here, this guy wrote, "Meow, you're crazy," because my score was insane. I've been in there for about 40 minutes now, 45 minutes, and I was just, I was talking to him. I was saying, I've been trying to use this weapon. I really have been trying to use this weapon, and I think I got it, no? Anyways, guys, yeah, so that's the score. It was a pretty long game. I just figured I'd throw up the score there. And remember to leave a comment, and you guys vote next episode's gun that I use. So leave a comment. Here's a link to watch the last week's episode, and subscribe to help my channel grow. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.